allergies go away. Excuse me. I am so sorry. Okay, guys. Hi, Jane. Just had a coughing fit. My allergies are knocking my butt off, let me tell you. I can do to use a few pounds, so. Anyways, we're going to give people a few seconds to come on if they want. They don't. That's okay. I understand. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath. So sorry. I'm trying to see how to do this over here. I think I caught on how to do that. Just bit my nail back. Hi, Mel. Oh, we're doing good, Jane. Let's see. Well, actually got a storm right now, so yay. I love strange weather. I'm weird that way. Okay. Let me get this shared real fast. Hi, Mel. Oh, Red is helping me. Yay, thank you, Red. Love you, baby. Okay, then I don't need to try to do two and get confused, so let me just stick with the one that is somewhat working. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I know there's a lot of people on right now, so we may not get a lot of people, and I didn't give much leeway either about coming on. But today, we all going to work on our lady, because I have her in my head, the creature, what we're going to do with her to get the top part shaped. But first, we're going to do something I've been wanting to do with you guys for a while, but I didn't get to do it yet. I'm glad you can too, Jane. Because there's always a reason. I don't have rocks, or I can't get to where I would get rocks because we got a fire going out there, and we're not allowed out there when the fires are there, you know. And now it's snake season, so we're definitely not allowed out there. I mean, you can, it's just not wise. So I can't go gather rocks. So what we're going to do is I'm still going to show you how to make these, and I'll just explain to you what you can do to make it a little easier, well, they're heavier. But since a lot of people ship things out that they make, well, I normally don't sell anything. But people that do make these and ship them, they don't want stuff heavy because it costs more money to ship. So today, let me show you this little guy. I just broke the legs off. Between Grandpa and I took two. At the 99-cent store, they have these little things you stick on the ground. So you got like a little plant holder. Okay, but what we're going to do is I broke off the legs because I just wanted it to be the platform. And I'll be bringing you guys down closer to see what we're doing. And unfortunately, the actual item made is out on my front porch, and we all having a rainstorm right now, and it's kind of in the rain, and I'm not going out there because I do have some allergy stuff going on here and a cold thing going down again, so I don't want to get sicker. And y'all know me, I'm not wearing shoes if I can get away with it, right? So what you're going to need to do is, let me pull this over. Well, we can make cupcakes. You definitely can do this. You can make a cake. You can make ice cream. You can make cupcakes. You can make donuts with what we're going to do here. But let me start by telling you how to start. This little, I got some on it. It's okay. It just comes right off. See, no big deal. This little thing at the 99-cent store for 99 cents. Oh, Dollar Tree for 99 cents. I think I actually found a big one. I got lucky that day. And I do believe that's where I got this one. Yeah. So what I did with this one, because this is my personal one, I added rocks in the bottom because I do want it to stay in place where I put it. So then I put my foam in here, and I'm going to show you how to do the foam. And then we have to wait a period of time for it to come up. But we're going to do the second half. This is not all done. Oh, crud. I bet they're way up there, and I cannot reach them. I am short. We'll improvise it later. So anyways, so what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to do the foam and stuff, but we're going to do that, and then I'm going to show you the next step. We are going to make ice cream. big overgrown ice cream. You should see the one on my porch. They're huge. But we're going to make a little one, obviously, because I want you guys to see how to do them. This one will eventually probably be made into a flower, but it's the same exact concept as this. So I want to show you how to do it. Okay, let me move that guy out of the way. You can also make little cupcakes and stuff like that of them as well. And this is a foam. It kind of rises. I highly recommend looking at Walmart if you have one. If not, guys, look for the cheapest brand. It doesn't have to be the big brand fancy name, as long as you can find one that does the exact same thing. So the first thing is to find it. This was at Walmart. I want to say it was $3.98, something like that, plus tax, you know. So anyways, you got to shake them up really, really well, which this is the part that really, really sucks. So while I'm shaking this, excuse me for one moment, I'm going to go grab one of the little cupcake forms that will be turned into an ice cream, just so you can get an idea of what those look like. So 1 second, because I didn't bring one with me. Let me grab these. Whoops, keep going. Ugh, come on, keep shaking. Okay, can't shake and carry. So, and I want to show you what not to do too, so I grabbed that one. Let me set these down. I'll show you these little guys in a second. Oh, this wind is killing my allergies. But that's okay, I love the wind, so can't really complain, right? So just shake this sucker up. It's an onion battle, right? Thank God I got 4 of them, just in case I mess up. Okay, number 1 rule, guys, in my opinion. Absolutely, positively, do not get this on your skin. I have gloves. I wish I did, but the ones that were picked up was latex, and that's a no-no in this house. I might die if I touch them, you know, that kind of thing. It sucks, but hey, it happens. So, sorry. Gotta have a sense of humor sometime, I guess, and mine's kind of whooped. So anyways, get it nice and shook up. The reason why I say don't get this on your hands, you guys, is if your fingers get stuck together, your fingers are stuck together. And if that happens, absolutely do not wash your hands to try to get them off. Let it dry and then peel them. I have done it both ways. If you wash it, it's more sticky. It takes longer to dry. Stuff will get stuck to your hands, and then it will cause irritation and stuff like that. You let it dry while you try to keep working. Let it dry a little, as much as you can, and then you can probably just kind of peel it off. It's not easy. Try very hard not to get it on your hands, which is what I'm going to have to do. So let's get this one open. Once again, got this at Walmart. And do not get it on you if you can help it. I could probably bet that I will get it on me. Just because it's me. Normally I would have multi things to fill it, because once you use it, they say you can't use it again. But I found out that sometimes you have to get lucky. So we're going to try to put this on here. All you do is put it right on there, twist that little thing on there. Oops. And don't break it. I'm good at that too. So, okay. First thing you do is find your container. Once again, the 99-cent store, and it was $1.99. Okay. Dollar Tree, it was $1 plus 8, so $1.08. I bought utensils, and I don't like utensils on the cabinets. Some people do. I particularly don't. I like mine cleaned off totally. And this is one of the tinsel containers. I just filled it up with the stuff, and we're going to make something out of this. Not today, but we will. That's why I got it there. Well, brought it with me. The little cupcake things, or in this case, they'd be ice cream once I'm done with them. Get those out of the way. Now, what can happen, and all I can say is I think it was because I went so fast that the air caught in it and it just went poof. You know, don't do it right, something's going to happen. But am I going to throw it away? No. We're going to make it work. Now, as you can see, I put it on the bottom. I had some little crystals down there. Didn't really need to. I think I did. No, I did not. Took them out of this one. I just lied. Took them out. This I actually bought at the thrift store. This container. You can buy this kind of stuff at the Dollar Tree, maybe not as big. I have seen them, they're just not as big. And these, of course, are the little Dollar Tree beads. Somebody had this for a wedding. It was not exactly my idea of the colors I like, so I took out the flowers and was going to use the balls. I put the stuff in there. I was getting tired, and I thought, okay, just a little more. Just fill it up real fast. Walked away. Don't do that. If you're too tired, don't open up another can. Don't do it. Just walk away. Okay? And finish it some other day. So I think the cold could have something to do with the breakage of this. And if you do it so fast, you're just putting the air in it, and then it just goes, well, this is what happened. So now, in order to fix this, we're going to have to go ahead. We're going to have to break this off, or cut it off, I should say, the best we can without cutting our hands. You can tear it up, throw that away, we don't need it. And the reason why I said that we're going to just have to tear it out and do it again is because there is that gap there. And with that gap, I have a recycling and garbage in here. With that gap, that'll work too, right? It looks ugly. As you can tell, it looks really dirty. It looks like it had root beer or something in it. So that to me just isn't going to work. Even though we'll probably just put flowers or something in it, it won't work because it's ugly and nobody wants to sell something ugly. We throw these in here. Don't want the babies to get them. Okay. So the first thing with the ice cream, which is what this will be, you got to put the rocks in here unless you're shipping. Then you may want. That's up to you. Not want to. That's up to you. But for a little guy here, even though he will be a flower arrangement, we're going to go ahead and fill him up. Now, I'm going to lower this and hopefully go slow enough that I can show you do it right because I messed up my last one. Let me lower you guys down. And hi to everybody that is there. I cannot see comments. I'm so sorry. Oops, I went way down too far. Right about there. Watch your eyes. Okay. So what we're going to do, you're going to go ahead. You're going to touch the bottom of your can. And you're just going to push your little nozzle. Put that in there. Push that little nozzle. Here it goes. And take it slow. Let's get, there's a smell, guys. So bear with it. Just get that in there to get it to hold. And then just kind of start filling it up. Come on, let go. And just go, I know you can't really see it, I'm sorry. Kind of go in little circles here. Now remember a very crucial thing about this. This will rise. Oops, now I just put a lot of air in it. That was dumb. Okay, take my time. Okay, we're good. So it'll look kind of like that. Set it aside. It's only about halfway, maybe a little more. It's okay because it will, once it starts to dry, it'll start to expand and fill the can up. So we're going to set our little bird aside. We're going to go ahead and take this guy. We're going to go ahead and try. I know I can't reach in there. That's probably why I did it the way I did it the first time. Now, we're going to take a chance that we can fix this one. We're going to go ahead, get this in there. I know there's going to be a lot of air again because I cannot reach down there. But we're going to try it anyways. And it's jamming. That's the one thing I do hate about this. So we're just going to do what we can. Okay. And hopefully that'll rise enough. Let me wipe this off, guys. There's a couple of paper bags. I don't want it on my hands. Let me just wipe that off. Maybe that's why it's doing that. And then we'll go ahead and close that. I don't want nobody getting that on them. I know exactly how that feels. Okay, let's just try some more here. All I did was wipe off the edge. So we're going to try, see if we can get it to go a little more. This can may accidentally be clogged or empty. I think it's just clogged. See if we can work through it. Okay, we're going to say this is well enough because it does rise. And then if it doesn't hide all the ugliness, we will show you an alternative how to hide it yourselves. Okay. So now we're just going to set this guy aside. And, woo! Now it's really playing games. Don't fall on my new desk. There you go. I haven't painted my desk yet, so you can't fall on it yet. I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off. And it feels really cold. I don't know if that means it's empty. But what we're going to do next, because I wanted to show you guys the ice cream. And I know we really can't do a lot with these until probably tomorrow or the next day. Let me raise you up. Oh no, my creature's falling. Right about there. Now, we already got this one done. That's why I did the little bird, which is show you how to get it started. But now we are going to make this guy into our ice cream. There are some gaps, and I don't really want gaps. So I'm just going to stick that back in there. Whoops, there he goes. Get on there. He just kind of filled up. Once again, you guys, don't worry about this getting on the side of something that, like, well, it'll eventually come off, that you can get off. And if you can prevent it, then, you know, of course, prevent it. All I'm trying to do right now is fill in these edges. I'm going a little too fast. I need to slow down, or I'm just going to be wasting it. 1 second. Let me get rid of that. The first thing I should have done, you guys, is taking my tissue. I know I'm kind of wasting it here, but it was a clearance item, so I'm cool. Put it on something. Now, what we do with the ice cream, I'm going to raise it up just a little. And unfortunately, my little apples or cherries, whatever you want to call them, is way up there. And compared to that, I am like this tall. So there's no way I can get it down, which is funny. I put them up there just the other day, and I thought, no, I would keep them down. So what I do, put them back up. That's what fell on me. Okay, so I'm going to start up here. Hopefully this guy still has some in him. If not, we'll get another one. And we're just going to take it nice and easy. Get it to go around. Slow, slow. There's more air in this than anything. Let me just wipe that down. You know, the colorations and the, I have to say that if you wanted to do something extra nice, maybe you could get a little better quality. But for what we're doing, this is sufficient. And I'm going to say this can is empty or clogged. Oh, here it comes. Come on, it's clogged. So we're just going to do this, and we're just going to go in circles. Do not worry about it catching onto anything, because it's ice cream. This is like your whipped cream on top of your ice cream. So it doesn't have to be perfect or beautiful or anything like that. And we are going to switch this out and grab that can right over here. I am going to walk around because I'm short, so I can't reach over the desk. Let me grab this can. Okay. Sorry about that. I really thought one can would have done it, but I done it other items as well. And actually, it's still trying to get stuff out. Yeah. I really don't like the smell of this. So anyways, so what we're putting on here is our whipped cream or our frosting. And yes, it looks ugly. Don't worry about that, because when we're done, it's going to be cool. So let me get this shook a little bit more. I wish I can reach those down here. Kind of pathetic. I can't reach it, but I'm short. We'll add it later. I'm talking about the little cherry. Okay. Let's get this one open. Hey, Grandpa. I'm live.
I know, my phone died. I've been trying to get you on the computer.
Oh, well, here, come here. You shake this, and I'll pull me up on your computer. How's that for you? Okay. That way, we're still working on a project. I'm not being that rude, I hope. But anyways, unless your computer is totally and utterly frozen, then I cannot do nothing for you. Oh, recover. I think it's the internet.
I think so too.
Because we got the storm hitting us. So anyways, guys, remember, this stuff will raise, okay? It'll rise up. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, that's kind of odd. Whoa. I forget blind people, when something pops up and they're visually impaired or blind. Wow. It's just like overwhelming. Okay, I'm just going to go here because you should have got a message. And I am right. Here you go. Okay. Oh, people are telling you hi, Johnny. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, Grandpa, as soon as you can get this to work,
Okay.
I'm right there. Okay,
Thank
and that's
you.
the live we're doing today.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay,
That
guys,
looks
sorry
like
about
fun.
that.
I wish that was ice cream.
Got it on my hands. No! I made it so full. See, I told you I should have bet. Okay, so you shook this? Thank you. Oh, yes, much better. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. It's so sticky. I hate this stuff on my hands. But I didn't have the right kind of gloves, and I cannot wear the latex. So we're just going to pull some of this up. It will expand. And now we're going to go ahead. Let me get this started. I was trying not to do. Okay, let's get this started. Now that Grandpa's been helped. And let's take it slow. Come on, don't do that. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm just going around. I know it's ugly. It'll expand. It won't be pretty until we do all special things to it. So we're just going to go ahead and put it on here. Basically, it's like if you were making cupcakes and you're putting on your frosting, that's what I'm doing. Although, obviously, I cannot paint cake or design cupcakes. No, not my specialties. Most I can do is clean up the mess afterwards. Okay. So you just go around and around. And this is what I call the melted look of an ice cream. This is what I want it. I want it to look like it's melting. Like I said, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be perfect. This is our little topping. It's already starting to wanting to expand. Let me just get this little edge over here because I missed a lot of that right here. We'll get this going. So once this, hopefully, will be dry by tomorrow, weather emitting. And I say weather emitting because of our little storm we're having here, which is kind of interesting, really. Okay, I'm going to let some drip because, well, it's a dripping ice cream, right? Oh, now it comes out, right? Here we go. Okay. Normally I would have something else here so I can just use the last of this, but I don't even have my little cups out. So I'm not going to waste you guys' time on me digging out my little cups. You get the ideal. Let me make that fall. There we go. So it looks like a total mess. Yes, it does. It absolutely looks horrible. And that's okay. You ever have ice cream in the summer? Or people that are lactose intolerant too. Little special little ice cream is what I call it. And you have your ice cream and stuff to melt before you can eat it. This is what we're after. This melty, ugly look. Normally, right about now is when you would put your apple or your cherry on top. And the rest of the design is you do it when it's dry. But because they're up there and I'm way down here, we're going to wait on our little apple here, or cherry. And I'm going to go ahead and toss this little guy aside. It's on my hands. I don't mind my hands getting dirty. This is the one thing I don't like on my hands. Let me just set this little guy right over here. No, I'm gonna have to. Sorry, guys. One more time. I got it on my hands. I'm gonna set it way over here. I got it on my hands. That way, I don't put my hands through it again, just like I just did. So once again, just get it off fast as you can. Don't wash it. Wait until it dries, you guys. And it's not like you're gonna have to wait 3-4 days for it to dry. You're just gonna have to wait a little bit. Okay, but we all going to go ahead and move on and see it's on my desk. This stuff can be messy, okay, guys? But it's well worth it once you get to that certain point that you're able to start designing and seeing it in progress. It's worth it. Now what I'm going to do is take this off, if I can. Take this off. I'm throwing this away. Cap that. Now the other one has less on it, so I'll try to clean it just because I know there's some left in that. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and that's okay. Now, so we got the idea of what we're going to be working on tomorrow or the next day, depending on dryness and the weather. Let's bring out our creature. Now, the only thing I did on her was debate how to do her. That would be the easiest without cutting up my hands like I have been. So, and what I thought might be the easiest to do her as would be, instead of trying to mold the wire and then mold the neck at the same time, because it is a waste basket that we're using, what we're going to do is cut the extra, and then we'll just attach things, and I'll show you how to sew them on. Well, I think I have showed you, but we're going to go ahead and cut these off. Oops, wrong scissors. I do like the other scissors for this. Oh, is that what I dropped on my foot? Yes, it is. Let me grab my scissors. So sorry. Kind of unorganized today. Here we go. Let me grab her back. Okay. I just figured instead of me continue to cut my hands on this, or get poked. And this is one thing that I recommend parents do. You can have your children help when you get to putting the skin layers on. And somebody asked, I think they were referring to this. This was done with cheap paper towels and Mod Podge. But there's another way to do it, that once we get to our second layer, from all of it to the second layer, we will do the second layer in something else instead of the Mod Podge, because it can get expensive. Especially when you don't have places close enough to just run up to the store and buy them. Okay, so what we're going to do, cut this little extra off. We can always reattach it. And I think chicken wire actually may have been easier to use, but yeah, it's what it is, right? Let's just get this off here. Oh, you guys, I found something out I wanted to tell you. If you know how we asked you guys to, if you like it, to share and like the page. Apparently now we're allowed to say that, but when you guys reply to let us know you did, if you want, instead of saying shared, say blessed or taken care of, or however you want to state it, but don't say share, because apparently Facebook is knocking that off. So we never see you guys reply, and I don't know how the rest of that worked. That was just a little something I heard today. So I don't know everything about it. So they keep changing. I don't know. I'm trying to learn. Okay, so we got our little lady here. I went ahead and cut this off. So what we're going to do is I'm going to estimate about how high you want the rest of her body to be. And we're going to start bending this. Remember, it's still very flexible. Everything from top to bottom is still very flexible. You can still work with that. So we're going to go ahead and come back up here. And what I'm going to do... Hello? Hey, Red, if you're there, Mommy Kitty wants baby kitty back. That's what I'm hearing. We have a rescue. Tiniest little thing you ever seen. And it's so lovable. But anyways, let's get back to what we're doing. So we're getting it to fold. And we're molding it to how we want it to be. And how high you extra body parts you want it to be. Because you get to judge. Remember, this is a creature, so it doesn't have to be 1000% perfect. We're going to turn her into something for Halloween. So let me just lower her about here. We're going to go ahead and just bend this down. Because I think that she should possibly be right about like that. And what we're going to do now is I like the top here. And it doesn't have to be the bust form, because this is coming into, well, like a collarbone or something should be. Okay, so we'll just lessen the bust right there. So what we're going to go ahead at this point and do is take a Ziploc tie. Let me flip her, put her on this side. And I noticed there's a piece here that got cut a little too low. I'm not going to panic, but what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead. Hi, baby. And we're just going to go ahead and attach that now while we're working on it. Then that way you don't have to worry about it later or getting stabbed by it. Like these little tiny pieces that stick up. You just flip this in there like you're sewing. Once again, we're just going to do it maybe in 2 spots. Let me grab a hold of it if I can. And maybe we'll just do it. You got to get them to go into the trunk. Nice and straight. Hi, Jolene. All Jolene? Hi, baby. That's my daughter, Jolene, one of them. And get it to flip through here.
Betty Sue asked a creature.
Oh, hi, Betty Sue. Yeah, a creature. I'm calling it a creature because I haven't decided whether or not I want it to be a human and dressed up for Halloween, or if I actually want to turn it into a creature for Halloween. These are for like lawn decorations, if you will. Let me get this to go down. All I'm doing is tucking the extra piece under because I don't want to get stabbed by it. And normally I go and tuck that under anyway. So let me take this other piece. There's a piece here that's cut and I want to keep it. I love you too, baby. Hi. She's the one that I finally get to meet my grandbabies. Finally. Only been, almost 13 years. I'm not complaining. I'm grateful. So anyways, we're just going to twist that. Once again, I did it on the outside instead of going through and twisting on the inside. It really doesn't matter, but just so you don't poke yourself or in case some kid wants to come up and say, look what my mom's making, and accidentally poke themselves. We don't want our babies hurt. So we're just going to tuck it under the best we can so those little pieces don't hurt our kids. And if you find one, tuck them in. Okay, so now we got where the arm is going to be. Remember the filling, it'll be filled. We're not going to worry about that. We got where we think we're going to bring the arm and the chest up. Excuse me, the arm and the neck. I'm going to flip sides. Excuse me. Yeah, I do need one of those icon things, whatever they're called. I'm going to have to buy me one. I honestly just don't know what to look for. So anyways, our wires that we cut off, we're going to use them. I know it's going to be a little tedious. No, one of those mounts everybody always talk about. Starts with an A. I don't remember what it's called. Icon? I'll have to look them up. Anyways, what I'm going to do is we're going to use what we cut off. It's just easier for me to see cut off and where I want to put them. So you can do it all in one. If you can see it, go for it. I just wasn't so lucky this time. So I'm going to debate where I want my cover my rest of my body. So this is going to be cover. Before you cover it, you guys, this is the stage right now because remember it's 2 baskets. So as you can see all the way in, there is a block here. So if you don't like anything on the outside and you don't want to keep adding extra material to it, this is a point to go inside right now and mold them out. Like let's say your breast form was a little baggy or wasn't quite in a position you wanted it. This is where you start going right now and readjusting that because everything right now is adjustable, and get it to work how you want it. Because once we get it to the part where we start really scoping this, it's just easier to go ahead and have this done to where you want it. Okay, so I'm going to say that's fairly decent if I just pull that out. And now we're going to go ahead. I got to clean that off so I can put my legs over there. Hey, put my legs down. Let me lower you guys down so you can see this. Something on the camera then? Oh, did I get some of the stuff on it? Okay, watch my hands, guys. Sorry. Did I get it? I hope I got it. I think kind of exploded. Okay, I hope it's working. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I will turn up the brightness for you guys. I know you're not here before. Okay, there you go. We're gonna go ahead, get up there, stay. Okay. Let me turn you guys in if that won't stay. Let me move you just a little and move this thing out of my way. Just a wee bit. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and use what we have here, these wires that we cut off, these pieces, and we're gonna scope it into the neck. And we're just gonna start adding pieces by pieces to it right now. Don't want that inside my system now. Okay. Sorry guys. I saw that foam on it. But this is perfect time right now to get it off. Okay. Not quite dry, but not wet. Alright. So here I'm going to start sewing it. And then from there we will start the neck base. So all I'm going to do, once again, I'm going to take my twist tie. We're going to put it through a triangle that still exists. And I'm just going to twist it. Normally I put it through the other one. Oh, see? That's why. It doesn't exist. There isn't one there. Okay. So we got to find one that actually is in one piece. So we're going to loop it through here. And I'm just going to twist that. Okay, there is one there. It's holding. So I know there's one there. And we're going to go ahead and put this on this little piece right here that has nothing. And I'm just going to start lipping it through since it's only I that work with it. I don't have to worry about the little wee ones because they're not here right now. So nobody should be grabbing it or getting hurt. So just to show you guys how I'm just adding it, we're just going to just start with little pieces here and there to hold this on so we can mold this. Well, doesn't matter what color tie you use. Let's get back here. Doesn't matter. It's not having room to do it. Stay. Thank you.
Just a comment. It's because the phone keeps cutting off how many I'm allowed to see.
Okay.
So I think I've done all of them, but I can't go back.
Oh, no problem. You guys read is saying if she missed a comment, the phone for some reason only lets you see so much of your comments, and she's trying to answer all of them.
So Tammy had said, too bad we can't do one together.
Oh, hi, Tammy. I didn't know you were there.
A lot of people are here.
Oh, I'm glad you're answering them. Sorry, guys. I really cannot see comments, but Red is trying her best. Okay, this one, obviously, I'm going to have to tie it on the inside because of the way you did it. Hi, Ann. Welcome. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Brooklyn. Hey.
There's a lot more.
And who was the first one you said?
Anna.
Anna. Okay, I was right. I thought you said Anna. Okay.
Oh, hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin. Which Robin?
Not your Robin.
Okay, not my sister. Okay. I didn't expect my sister to ever come on one of my lives. The woman works too hard. Okay. So all I'm going to do is, I remember this basket had that extra ridge on it where whoever made it did a very poor job. But that's okay because it's good for us. One, it gives us a little sturdier basket right there. And I'm just going to go ahead and use that piece as part of my support system here. And I'm just going to put a tie on it. Hold this little piece that we cut off here. Now, you can just do this in one piece, you guys, if you can see it. And what I mean by see it is if you can see your design or something there in your way. I like to be able to see my design, and then as I go, I just kind of create from there. So we got that on, and I'm just going to bend it slightly. It doesn't matter that it's going to cover my neck because we will put the neck on there. I got plenty of baskets. And let's see, maybe instead of cutting this, now that I can see it, fold these little pokey parts down. And we're just going to go ahead and tie this here. Can we go around with it? Yes, we can. Okay, we're going to go ahead. Huh? Teach my grandbabies. I would love to teach my grandbabies how to do this. So I'm just going to fold it so it will attach here. Like I said, I never met my grandbabies. I'm excited. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and bring this over to meet up so that we catch. Come on, little guy. or little girl, whatever you are for now, a little creature, and get the pieces to meet up and find an open triangle and slide it through. Come on, don't make a liar out of me. There we go. Find an open piece, open triangle, and just slide it through and sew it just like you're sewing. There we go. Just like we're sewing it. And we'll get it to catch up. I did a bad thing. You know what I did? I forgot to make sure my triangle actually was a triangle and wasn't broken or cut through to begin with. So we're going to go ahead and just flip it through a different one. There we go. And once again, the ties can be on the inside or the outside. The inside is easier so that you don't have to worry about working around them. But in this case, at this point, since I'm just adding everything to it, we're going to go ahead and just do what we can do and seal this piece off. Let me get this another little, this hook-like thing here. And we're just going to hook it through. One that actually exists, though, as a triangle, and bring this up, and it will work in this triangle. Come on. Thank you. And we're just going to twist it. And then we're going to leave it. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead. Oh, I got a little tiny piece here. Waste not, want not, right? Might as well use it. My mama always tried to teach me not to waste. But when I was younger, oh my gosh, I was a very wasteful person. That was just my personality. And then as I got older, had a kid, I realized, you know, Mama was right. Because in the long run, you kind of need that little extra money for diapers. So don't waste. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and flip her just a little wee bit. I know she's starting to look kind of funny looking because of all this stuff, but it really was just easier for me to patch her than to keep cutting my hands because these little pieces, and I can see her better. So I am starting to really just call it, instead of a creature, I'm starting to call it a hole. But I already have the face in mind. I so can't wait to teach you guys to do the face. Oh my God, I'm so looking forward to that part of her. And she probably will end up definitely a creature. So, but I'm excited to be able to do that part. And cut this off. So that's staying, and we got this here working very well for us. We're just going to go ahead and flip her over and take a look at them, see what we've done. And we can start molding this piece. Hang on, there's a big piece of right there that would have poked me. Okay, let me bring this up. Now, it does kind of look like it's exactly what it would have been if I didn't cut it. And you're right, it really is. But in the case of not wanting to hurt myself, the other day when I poked myself, I actually did a pretty good job at it. Didn't realize. But yeah, I don't want to get hurt. I don't like hurting my hands. Bad enough to have no damage in them, but to actually hurt your hands because you're making something, nah, it's okay. This one here, we're going to put it on the inside because I actually want to bring this here towards the neck. So I will show you what I'm talking about and get rid of this piece. We're going to use that. We'll use this piece here. Okay. What I'm talking about is, instead of the other ones I put on the outside, this one I'm putting on the inside because we want it to get smaller in here because we're actually making the neck. Once we get our neck on here and attached well enough that we can go ahead and start the arms. We will do the arms. Whoops, come on, get back here. I just pulled it right out. Let me take a longer piece. We will make our arms before we make our head. The head, I think, will actually might be the very last thing we do. And it's like the coolest thing you can do. It's absolutely so much fun. And then tomorrow, if those things get dry enough, I will show you the next step. Especially the ice cream one. That is like so cool. I love making these ice creams. And I wanted another 3 on my porch. I only got 3. I wanted a total of 6. Okay, so let's get this. Here's the time to start shaping. Just getting it to come in. There we go. Just remember, you got them in there. Just watch where you put your hands or wear gloves so you're not cutting yourself with these little things because they will poke you as sure as daylight. Okay, so we got this coming in and we still got this section. So let's start working there and seal this off. All right, you got to get up here. Can't keep holding it. Okay, I'm going to straighten this out just a wee bit. See what I mean by moldable? Those that are new here. It's just wire. You can pretty much make anything out of this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use this piece to fill in this one little gap. And then make it stay in there, make it go smaller. Because we're going to start adjusting this to get to a smaller point to make a neck. You may not even have to seal it. Maybe I'll keep it open a little longer. Once again, I'm just taking a pipe cleaner. Try to find an actual triangle. Remember the little pieces of triangles here? You want to go through one that's not cut. You want it to stay the best that you can. And none of this stuff, I know it looks tacky, guys. Absolutely none of this stuff will show by the time we're done. I just don't want to get poked by anything or cut by it because it's no fun. So I decided to go ahead and cut it in pieces. But you think you get cut more in pieces. But in reality, I think everybody's different. I'm able to see where I want to adjust it and come in line to a character as I'm doing it. And I can already see her face and teeth. And I'm so excited about that. I almost just want to quit this part and make the face first. But no, we can't do that. Well, we could. But then it kind of defeats the purpose of teaching you from the very basic all the way out. And that's what we wanted to learn. Let me get that to the twist. And poke it down. Okay. So now I'm just got the little sides. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to debate. Because I want it to come in thinner here. Because this will become into the neck. Before I put all the finalized pieces to hold it together here, I will be making a neck. I can still put my hands in because we did not close it off like I thought it would. So that's good. And we can just start sculpting this to the top part of our body. And you fold that over some because that's kind of a big part there. So remember, any part that you think is not perfect, don't worry about it because we will eventually be building up and out. Right now, this is our skeleton. And all I'm doing is twisting little pieces together. Push those down. Now we do have this opening. And now I'm able to put my hand in here. So the parts I just put together. Oh wait, where's the front? This is a back half. I gotta do it right then. All I'm doing is coming to the edge and I'm gonna push up. Coming to where I just hooked these guys together. And I'm pushing it up. So I'm kind of just bending all this together. Okay, now here's our chest. And this kind of needed to just go away a little. Get rid of some of the idea of the chest there. And we'll bend it up a little higher. Put my hand here and push down onto my other hand. Just to give it more of a flatter look. Because it's all going to be coming into the neck. So this is my final piece to clip. Let me take a look at our standing up, guys. Okay. Okay, let me get that to bend. Let me bring you guys up. Okay, there you go. So what I'm doing is I want to start getting it smaller here. So I can start with the base of the neck. And I have a piece of it that I did not tie down right here. And I'm using that as to pull and just kind of start scoping how I think the neck should lie on her. Now remember, we do have a bunch of little pieces here. And one piece is always easier. Not necessarily bigger, just easier. And I got several. So we're just going to work and start getting that to line up where we want it. Sorry, I don't know what. I got messages. Oh, Red's taking care of it. Yay. And let me pull this piece way over here because we want that a little smaller. And if I put it there and lock it, I don't want to lock it just yet. I want to see if I can get my two sides fairly even. From here, we can build up. So it doesn't matter what it looks like. If one side's slanted, the other side's out, or there's a gap missing, it's okay because it won't be by the time you're done. So the neck will be here, and that's actually about pretty good. I'm going to bend that so I can bring out just a wee bit there. Okay, I'm going to lock it. The two pieces that were not sealed, I'm going to go ahead and lock them together because I want that big of a neck there. And we'll just put right to two triangles and get a hold of it. My hands are kind of not getting a hold of it well. All I'm doing is trying to twist these two together. It doesn't have to be perfect, just to hold that form. We got our neck. We may make it a little higher. Depends on the head and the placement and what kind of creature we're going to make. But that's the last part. The next part, believe it or not, is going to be the arms. Now, I notice when young ladies wear this type of dress, they usually, sorry, checking the front of her. See? They usually will have, well, the arms are not, this is under the arm. Well, obviously, the creature's arm is going to go right about here, so it's going to be over this. But remember, this you can cut it, or it's flexible. Or in this case, we're going to put it right on top of it because this is just the skeleton. So let me set her up. What do you guys think? I know it's a mess. And all the other ones I was trying much harder not to have a mess. But as far as the shape, look good. Can't wait to do the head, you guys. I'm so excited. So the next step will be arms and legs. So remember we had the in-between legs that are not been sealed. We left those open for a reason. Because I was going to show you. We really do have rain. Yay! I'm so excited. I like to go out and play in it, but not being sick. With the legs, I want to show you in case some of you guys are new. I can tilt her. You can open her legs up and bend her. This is just to show you that she is very, very flexible, or he is very, very flexible at this scale. So if you don't like something, you can cut it out right away. I did this. Now I'm going to lower you guys. Put her body up. His or hers, its body up here. I'm going to lower you guys back down so you can see where this big bridge is here. Now there is a big gap, and you can go ahead and add a piece of metal, or I mean, you know, the wire like we have been doing, because it's not going to show in the long run. Or you can go ahead and use twist ties and just make bridges, but we don't want to be wasteful, so get her to stay there. I do have, let me set her aside. I do have another basket. Let me bring you guys back up. I just wanted to show you that bridge, because that's the part we're going to start working on, that bridge now, so that we can go ahead and do a patchwork there, so we're not wasting Ziploc ties or twist ties or anything like that. We're going to go ahead and stick with the wire, because we also are going to start wanting to make the bottom half of the legs. So just like on all the other ones, we want to go ahead and cut the basket. Once again, in case you didn't know, in case you're new, this is from the Dollar Tree. There's two sizes. They're $1 a piece, so it's $1.08 a piece. So the two sizes, the small one and the big one. This is the big one we're using. So go ahead if you're interested in experimenting with this. The big ones is the one I'm using, although both of them can be manipulated. Okay. So let's just cut this off. I'm just using a very old pair of scissors, which is actually getting pretty easy to cut this with, which surprises me. so they're not exactly sharp. And get this cut. Now, when you get so far, guys, because I'm sure somebody saw me jump, it poked me because you're cutting it. What's so great about this is bend that out of your way. Let me lower you guys. It's very flexible still. Just simply bend this out of your way, okay? So that you don't stab yourself. I'm waiting for the thunder. My friend got thunder. I was so jealous. I'm hoping we get thunder. And you can push the top down too. Just like that. And get back to cutting. So let's get that patch done today. I know it takes several days, but once we get her body made, the rest is just going to be so much fun. Especially the face. Oh, so looking forward. I know I've been saying that over and over. I'm sorry. I just truly am looking forward to it because I already got her face in my head. And I don't want to tell you what she's going to look like just yet. You toss that aside. Don't throw these away. They're very handy. But remember, sharp edges. What I'm going to do is go ahead and cut the other side as well. And this other side, don't throw it away either, you guys. Because even though it's solid piece, it's very cool. Because when I had it cut off, the first thing I thought was, oh, what are those things you put over your bed? Dream catcher. That looked really, really cool. You make a dream catcher out of it. So once again, you can push that wire down out of your way and just cut it right off. Not really that hard. It's a lot easier than cutting chicken, let me tell you. A lot easier. For those of you that fried up your chicken. My mama used to fry the best chicken in the world. Oh my gosh. Besides my mama herself, I miss her chicken, her pureberry steak. I can't say it right. See what I mean? Pretty cool, huh? We're going to keep that. And her singing. I want to know where my daughter gets it. My mama. I miss my mama. So anyways. Hey, I have a, know what this could be? See, this is how my brain works. I see so many possibilities. You know, a little tiny piece of garbage. This is a garbage can. And yet I can see a light holder. You know, one of those shades you put over a light. Or the character we're making. It's just weird. Sorry. Just kind of jumped in my head there. Okay, so once again, just push it out of your way. Pushing and pulling so you don't cut yourself. And just cut straight up is all I'm doing. Because now we're going to do a patch. And I'm going to bring her back over here so you can see. Once again, we're working on the inner part of her legs. So I just fold it out of the way. We have this triangle space. It doesn't have to cover it all, guys. Ladies, everybody, you don't have to cover it all. You just want enough bridge here. So when you put skin on her, not real skin, of course, in case some little children are like, Mommy. No, we don't do that. Paper towels. And just to help hold it into place. So what we're going to do, go ahead. We got this cut already. We're going to just we're going to roll it so most of it's out of my way. And I'm just going to cut a piece off. Just go right up here. Cut a section off. Pull that out of my way so I don't cut myself. And okay, we'll set that aside. Now we'll bring our little lady or creature back here. Stay there. And we will take this and we're going to measure about how much we think, because you don't need to waste it here either. You just need enough to cover those sections. So remember how to gap it from one side to the other. We're going to have to poke holes, and we can always cover this so it doesn't matter if it's on top or bottom. We're going to go ahead and do it right about here, and we probably have enough for both sides. And let me just fold that, and we lay it there and take a good look at it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it covers that hole pretty well. The groin area, by the time you put this piece on and the other piece, there will be that gap, but it should be, if you are able to push it down, you can get in there to readjust her hips if you need it to before you seal her, or through the legs before you seal her. But with the groin area, we're just gonna put a slight piece, and then you'll be able to just cover her with skin. You never know, it wasn't solid. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this on here. First thing we're gonna do, take your scissors, and we're gonna poke a couple of holes, which it seems to have already done it itself when I laid it down there. Just enough holes on both sides so that we can, once again, we're gonna sew it. Now remember, you do want the triangles still, even at this point, because you're gonna have to like shred it. Let me adjust the leg because I kind of bent it really bad there. And we're just gonna sew this right on there with maybe 3 pieces, perhaps on each side. I'm not gonna use wire once again. I am gonna go ahead and use this. Oh, hey guys, look. Let me show you real fast. See, it's rising. Can't wait. Set that little guy back over there. Hi, honey. Franz just came in here to say hello to everybody. All I can say is don't let that dog jump up. He'll try to eat my bird. He's a big old ox. We call him all big ox. Okay, so we're going to put this here. And we're just going to thread it through one piece. Like so. And I can still reach my hand through her leg because she's not covered. And we're just going to go ahead and pull it right back up to another end here so we catch the wire. And since I am doing it on the outside, we're just going to twist it just like we would on the inside. And we can cut these little extra pieces off. Just get down here. Get way down here. And get that going. Okay. Now, at this point, if you want, you can make your legs expand just so you can see how far to twist that. And I say, right about there looks good. Because we got one little hook. And then we're going to fold this. We got another little hole here. Stick it through each side of the triangles, a whole triangle. So I got 2 here. And bear with me while I tie this one because I can't see it at all. So we're just going to go by feel. And yeah, we really need... Oh, she wants the rain to stop. Rain, stop here. No. Yes, rain, stop here. We need rain. A lot of it. Because our fire season's coming. Let me tell you, I'm not looking forward to that. Not with my asthma. Or Red's asthma, actually. Okay, so we'll get back to working on a critter. Let go. We're going to go ahead and do one more on this side because it is a little loose. And we're just going to stick it through 2 whole triangles and pull down. And once again, I got, oh, maybe it can't be my hand tip. And there goes my water. And get that to twist. Try and get it to twist as tight as I can. Okay. And what's inside, not going to worry about it. Don't have to cut it off. It'll never, ever be seen. So now we're going to get to the other side. Get this side started. Just going to go through one little hole, through another triangle. I don't know if you can see it. Kind of like a little patchwork. I'm sorry, I know you can't see this, guys. It's just a little easier to kind of manipulate that this way. Okay, so we got it on there. We're just going to add one more. We can add 3. We're just going to add one more little piece on the top, not worry about the middle. Because once we put our skin on, it's never going to show. Okay, so I just saw the hole up on top, right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's way up there. Get that out of our way. And we're just going to go down through another triangle, come underneath, grab it, and blindly twist it. There we go. As tight as you can, or as best as you can, since you can't see it. Okay, now, with her leg here, that's the front of her, I do have this crease. All I'm going to do is push. Remember, even though this is covered, it's just like skin, flexible, you can still manipulate it. Now, the only thing I'm going to do to this one is this little edge. I'm just going to cut that off because I really don't care to cut my hands. So we're going to just get rid of that piece because we don't need it. We already got her down there and she is screwed on there, well, tied. So we're not gonna have to worry about that. And by the time we're done with our skin, you'll never see this. So she is tied on both sides. Hi. And we'll go ahead on the other side as well. We're just gonna take off that little tiny extra here. Oops, come on. The little pieces, we want to make sure we pick them up. So she's pretty good right there. Now the other side, let me show you. Let me bring this down. You can still manipulate her. It's a little tougher, but it's not impossible. It's just like clay, putting clay on here. Okay. So now we got her started here. We gotta join these two parts of her leg together. Put my hand all the way up her leg. Okay. So now she still stands, so that's a plus. And you can see right in her leg where we put that one side together. So that's good. It's still there. It's holding well. So yay us. And then we got to do the other side the exact same way. But since we bend this side for that, flip it the opposite way. And we're going to go ahead and grab this and bend this side that we just put together. Just bend it out of your way. It's still flexible. And we're going to patch this little bit right here the exact same way. You can go up higher if you want, kind of get into the growing area. And we're going to go ahead and take our scissors. And we're going to stab some holes in here. But you want to make sure you get where there's a triangle. So let me get some triangle going. These holes will never be seen again once they're done. Come on. There's one hole there. Okay, good enough. We'll do a hole here. And get a hold of it. We'll just skip a few. You don't need it perfect. It will never see it. And one there. Okay. So now we're going to lay this down and just stick it up higher. See how it goes. That excess on the inside is fine. And we're going to stitch it together. And then put that up there. Okay. So let me grab a couple little ties here. And we're going to go ahead and stick that one little piece here together. And then we can just work from that. Once again, pipe cleaner. And just right through one whole square to another. A little triangle, I'm sorry. And then twist them the best you can since you can't really see it. And you got it made. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Because once you actually get it done and put it together, you'll never see them. So, I mean, it really don't have to be perfect. This one's kind of fall over here. Let's put it through this one. And we'll just stick it through this side here. Come on, go down. And then let's get this end tied. I know I came on a little earlier than yesterday. Let's come on, get down. My tie came back up instead of down. So I don't know how well I did with this one. Okay, good enough. So we got that one done. And we got one more. We're just going to go ahead and add one more way up here in the triangle. And then bend it through here. Let me see if I can get a hold of it. Can no longer put my hand through the growing area because this piece of wire, I kind of inserted it a little higher than the last one. So it's a little wee bit harder to get my hand up there. So we're just going to twist this on the best we can. Okay, so we got 3 on that one side. We're going to add 3 to this side. Now remember how this one was kind of cut in a little angle here? It's okay because this was going to be a female, this whole bottom half instead of part of the other female. So all I'm going to do with that is we're simply going to take our ties, do the exact same thing, twist it through one triangle to the next, making sure that you grab the top wire, guys. That's the only thing you really, besides it's stabbing you, the only thing you really need to do is make sure that you are able to grab a hold of the wires on the inside and twist them without stabbing yourself. Piece of skin there, we'll just push that piece mature up. All right, and we only got like 2 more here. Let's just go ahead real fast and hook these little guys together. Okay, get in there. Notice I'm not cutting that extra skin there off, or paper, if you will. I'm just gonna leave it there. And eventually just stick to the rest and never know. Okay, we got that piece. That piece went in really easy. Excuse me. Take our last piece here, fold that, and it's here, but I don't have a wire to stick it through there, so I'm just going to lift that and manipulate it to go through one of the little triangles, and then we're just going to go through the opposite side. Make it catch anyways. Yes, oh good, it did. And then twist it down. Okay. Now this extra triangle, I am going to cut it just because I don't need it and I don't need to stab myself on it. I'm going to go ahead and cut that one little piece off there. It's a little sharp. Okay. Then on this side, I'm going to take that little tiny piece of a triangle right here off as well. Why let it be in my way? Okay, you don't have to do that, but I do. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and bring her legs right back down so you guys can see. And just push up and push down. Both legs now, you can still adjust them to however you want them. So let me find a photo right here. Let me bring you guys up so you can see her. Now we have the upper part of her chest to her neck and her arms. That will be next, right in here. And you have the in-between legs sealed so that when you make your skin and start making it real tough, it'll just make it like perfect. You don't have to worry about that gap in there. So bring this back down. Get my hand out of there without cutting myself. At this point, she is still movable, guys. You can do pretty much anything you want as far as adding dents, taking away dents. You know, if you think she needs to be a little fatter, a little thinner, or legs are too fat, too thin, you can adjust all of that at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and lower you guys back down so you can see a little bit more of her anatomy here. And we're going to turn her this way. So just to let you guys see the top. So you can see it's not perfect, you guys. There's no need for this part to be perfect at all. Because this is just a skeleton. This is what's going to make her body into the shape that you want it so you can manipulate it and turn it into a human or a creature, your choice. But in her case, she's going along pretty good, I think. And I think because of the face I see in my head, it'll be a creature. But it was meant for Halloween. So at this point, guys, I want to tell you all thank you so much for joining me today or this evening, depending on where you're at. And once again, I really appreciate you guys being here. And as always, be blessed.